Welcome to Simplilearn. A career in cybersecurity is dynamic and in high demand. It offers diverse paths from penetration testing to risk management. Continuous learning is crucial due to evolving threats. Ethical responsibility is paramount. You will tackle global challenges and certifications like CISSP and CEH can boost your prospects. It offers competitive salaries, job security, and also ethical considerations. Networking in cybersecurity community is vital. Overall, it's a rewarding field for tech enthusiasts who want to protect digital assets. In this video, cybersecurity professional Ansh Bhabnani, with over 2+ years of work experience in application security, will take you through the complete cybersecurity roadmap for 2024. Join us as Ansh, one of the India's top content creator, will take you through the top salaries taken in the cybersecurity field, and we will wrap up this video with top cybersecurity certification to look out in 2024 as trusted by Ansh. Don't miss out on this valuable resource designed specifically for aspiring cyber experts, presented by Ansh Bhabnani. Over to Ansh.
Hey, have you heard about Twitter's data breach? Employees' data getting leaked? Have you heard about LastPass data getting breached? Have you heard about Facebook getting hacked? There are so many news that we hear day in and day out in this world, and they are so common in recent times. We all know how big is the scope of cybersecurity, and it's increasing day by day. Statistics show that over 1 million job openings will be there by the end of 2023. And the fact is, less than 50% of individuals are actually skilled to do the job. Less than 50%, and even after the advent of AI, it's the same. As digitization increases, more and more people are coming online. More and more businesses are doing their business online, coming up with their assets online. After COVID, there is 600% increase in cyber attacks, and I'm not kidding. And there is a big fact check that every 38 seconds, there is a targeted cyber attack happening somewhere in the world. So what is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is an industry where we apply techniques and tools used to protect a computer-related system, namely software, hardware, or a network, from cyber criminals or hackers. And honestly, cybersecurity as a whole is a very huge field. When people say about, I'm getting a job in cybersecurity, how to get a job in cybersecurity? There is no job in cybersecurity as such. You won't get it. There are many fields, there are many disciplines, many domains inside that. So you need to get a job inside that because there are so many systems, diverse systems that have their own life cycle to secure. For example, you might have heard about different types of softwares, namely web applications, mobile applications, maybe Android or iOS, desktop applications, IoT applications, and many more. For a job in cybersecurity, you can be a destroyer or a protector. You can join both the sides of the coin. For an offensive job, you hack and find bugs. For a defensive job, you identify attacks and stop them. And this is a very high level simplification of a cybersecurity job. Even if you go inside red team and blue team, there are so many different domains like namely AppSec, CloudSec, forensic investigator, SOC, IoT, malware analyst, incident responder, and so on. And the most common jobs you might have heard about in cybersecurity are pen tester for offensive jobs, VAPT or red team. And for defensive job, it's SOC analyst or a DFIR analyst or a blue teamer. And if I go in deep on all the domains will be out of scope for this video. I'm here to give you a general overview of every domain and how to create a career potentially out of that. And I'll give you a roadmap for the exact things that you will do and you should do. I cannot tell you exactly what to do because there is no perfect roadmap for anything, but I'll just give you the bare minimums and my recommendations, what I would suggest you to do. So let's get started. But one problem I want to tell you, that I can tell you what to learn and how to learn it, but you'll need to find the resources to learn because they are very scattered. There is no single course that can teach you everything. So the problem with people is that they'll go there, they'll find resources on Google, they'll learn from scattered resources, and the problem will be that they will not have complete knowledge of the same domain in deep. They'll pick up voids between their knowledge, so it will affect their career. But what if someone shows you the exact things to learn and make you industry ready for a domain? I'm going to talk about Simplilearn's industry ready cybersecurity program that will teach you in-demand skills in just 6 months and your career can be started right away. This program is Advanced Executive Program in Cybersecurity by Simplilearn in collaboration with IIIT Bangalore, where you will learn this in-demand skills from their top faculty with real-world scenarios. And here you will learn practical knowledge by solving practical labs with popular tools including Nessus and Burp Suite. After the completion of your course, you will get a completion certificate from IIIT Bangalore and a transcript to validate your learning. Apart from that, you will get a virtual internship from NPCI, National Payments Corporation of India, in which you will get 4 projects where you will have to solve cybersecurity problems by identifying issues or vulnerabilities in a system and tell how to secure them. Sounds exciting, right? So if you want to be eligible for this program, you need to have a bachelor's degree at least and 1 year work experience in any relevant security field and some basic knowledge of programming. So if you are interested, the link is in the description. Go to the link, read all the description and all the details, click on apply now, fill all your details and just enroll right away. In order to learn cybersecurity, you need to first learn some prerequisites. It's not that easy to jump directly into that. So first of all, you need to love computers. You need to fall in love with them. I am serious. So first of all, the very basic skill you need to learn is computer fundamentals. So I/O, input, output, software, hardware, how memory management is done, disk management, memory, process management, Windows and Linux in both the OS. And I'm not kidding, you need to learn system administration level of courses. You can do A+. And then you need to learn virtualization too, how to run an OS over OS and multiple OS. And you can find all those courses on YouTube. You don't have to wander around anywhere and waste your time. Everything you can get free. So the next thing that you need to learn is the most important thing they want to talk about is computer networking. So that's the most important thing. No single computer can be hacked if it's not connected to anything else. So there is no isolated system in cybersecurity. So you need to learn how computers are connected, the basic TCP, IP and OSI models and all the layers inside that. The most important layers are data link layer till the application layer. So the application layer is most important here. All the protocols that you will learn, HTTP, SMTP, FTP, SSH and everything. The most common in web is HTTP. So you need to be thorough inside that. That is indirectly related to internet. And internet runs on IP addresses and port numbers. So the third and fourth layer are very important for you to understand how network works. If you want to be a network pen tester, then IP layers and IP protocols and IP types, the header formats, TCP, UDP, port numbers and all the details inside that. And I'll repeat again, 90% of hacking is based on network. So you need to learn them. You can learn from books. There is some good book I can recommend, Data Communication and Networking from Foruzen that I personally used. But you can watch YouTube videos, you can watch courses. And I'll repeat again, 90% of hacking is based on network. So internet is networking. The third thing is Linux and shell programming. If you don't know, majority of world's servers are based out of Linux because it's robust. Some examples for robust Linux servers are RHEL and CentOS. And even after that, the attacking machine that most of the hackers use in the world is based out of Linux because Linux is open source, Linux is robust, it's customizable. So you know everything about it. And you need to be learning shell programming because even if you don't have any tools with GUIs, you'll need to learn how to use them on command line. It's very important because as a hacker, you might have seen that command line window, a black screen or a green text. So that's very fancy, right? That is what is terminal or a shell. You need to learn that to be cool. Just kidding. Learning Linux is very easy. You can start from a beginner friendly OS like Ubuntu. It's very easy to learn. You can just explore and try things there, learn tools. And then you can switch to a hacker OS called Kali. You might have heard about it, right? Many things. So then you can learn how to use tools because it's made for penetration testers by pen testers. And there are many tools you can master, you can learn the techniques of hacking, and it will be very cool. But first you need to make sure that you're doing things right and ethically. And by shell programming in Linux, I mean Bash. That's the current standard of shell being used. So there are a lot of commands, very simple commands. Once you keep typing, you'll remember in your subconscious mind, ls, cd, pwd, cp, all of these commands will be used in your daily basis. And the next thing is programming. Do we need to learn programming? Many people ask me this question. Is there a need? I don't know how to code. I'm very weak in that. But I'll tell you, if you opt for an offensive job in a pen testing world, you need to learn how to program and how code is written because in a corporate world, there is white box pen testing. You get access to the source code. So you have to extensively review the source code and then find issues in that. So there is no way out. Eventually you'll need to learn it. But at the starting for a beginner, I won't say it's a big deal or a big headache to conquer, but you can keep it on hold for some time. Just familiarize yourself with cybersecurity concept, and once you feel you are ready to learn programming on the side along the way, then you can just start it, because eventually you will need to learn it at the end. So why not start early? So it's a very simple concept, right? How a software is made. What is it made of? Code, right? So if you need to hack a software, you need to learn how it is coded, how it is written. So you need to learn to read code. So you need to learn many basic concepts of programming like data types, variables, conditionals, loops, classes and objects, and these are enough. So these are the major concepts that you need to learn in basic programming, and you can pick up any programming language that you can master, but you don't know which programming language will come before you to hack or test. It can be anything. So you have to learn the basic concept. The syntax are different in all the languages, but the basic concept is same. So these are the prerequisites that I will recommend you to learn at the bare minimum, and these are very crucial. So once you get through all of them and do brainstorming and keep everything in mind and you've learned everything, then you can go learn cybersecurity from various sources, because they're very scattered. And even then, there is no single course of cybersecurity. There are many domains, many disciplines, and each of them have different things to learn and topics. And even here I have a bare minimum concept to learn for you all. Is the OWASP top 10. So what is OWASP? OWASP is a foundation of web security that is developed and designed for web developers and security researchers to make them aware about cyber attacks and how they can secure themselves. And every 3 or 4 years, they will release an extensive list of top 10 vulnerabilities or attacks that is the result of consensus of all the issues and attacks reported recently through statistics. And they have extensive resource factory for all of them, including labs and tools, and they are all free. So if you see the list, you will see some examples like access control, security misconfiguration, secure design, SSRF. I'm not going to take all the names, but for each attack type, they have their own descriptive documentation. They'll make you understand as a hacker and also as a developer how you can see, how we can identify the issue in your code and how you can fix them optimally. And even for all the issues, there are labs that you can solve to practice them and realize them in real world. They have many labs, including OWASP Juice Shop, BWAP. You can just set up them on a local machine or just run a cloud instance and then just practice them. And even they conduct conferences by the name of OWASP. They also have their YouTube pages. You can learn from them. And they have a lot of documentation. They have a tool, OWASP Zap, for pen testing, just like Burp Suite. So they have very good resources. And I'll tell you one thing, that practice is the key. If you learn a concept today, don't just leave it like that. The theory won't help you in getting a job. You need to practice the concept. Each and every attack, issue, framework, vulnerability, you need to practice them on your own, hands-on with your own labs. So I'll tell you that you know already that how technology changes drastically every day. So you need to get updated and be proactive in learning new things. This is a complete practical field, okay? And then there is another resource just like OWASP. There is another resource called Portswigger. They have their own labs called Web Security Academy, where you can learn all the concepts of web security and solve the labs online, which are free. And also they have a tool called Burp Suite. That's the most popular tool that every hacker uses when they want to pen test something. So even I use that, even you will use that, everyone uses that. And every cyber attack has an impact and a risk involved in that. And there is a huge difference between risk and impact. That's where our risk and compliance teams come into place. The risk management, there is a different job profile called GRC or governance, risk and compliance, with many other names, but the concept is the same, that you find an issue, but how to fix that and how to fix the risk. The risk is associated to the business. The risk and compliance team will relate every risk to the business impact or objective. So the basic goal of cybersecurity is to identify and realize your risk, and then to contain it and reduce it as much as possible. That's where hackers come in to realize those risks. And if I talk about defensive jobs, their job is to learn digital forensics and incidents. So they need to learn how to do incident management, how to review the logs, how to use SIEM tools, and how to correlate data. So they'll have to find evidences of all the attacks that recently happened and continuously monitor the network events and create alerts so that they can respond to them. So they have to do a lot of investigation, correlation, and root cause analysis of the issue. Once they find the root or the culprit, they'll try to reduce the risk and prevent that from happening in the future. So likewise, we have many domains and each domain has its own deep knowledge that you cannot gain. That's not possible. You need to select a domain of your choice that you can only get by research, by self-study. No college can teach you that. But I'll tell you one more problem. I told you everything that you need to learn. You learn everything. You gain all the skills. You do a lot of practice that you know everything that you can do and perform those attacks. But how will you tell the HR? How will the HR know? So it's not just about acquiring skills, it's also about proving your skills. That's what happens when you look for a job, when you hunt a job and look for a good career. The first thing is to build your resume professionally. That's the shortlisting criteria. You won't even get to the interviews if you don't take this seriously. So I'll tell you what all things you'll need to add in your resume. So the first thing is degree. Unfortunately, you need to do a degree in CS or IT branch because most companies want that. And my preference for a degree is BTech, then BCA, and then BSc. But if you are a maths student, the BTech is the best option. If you are an arts student, then you don't have any choice. You can do BCA or BSc. If you are from any other branch like electrical, mechanical, civil, you haven't done bachelor's in CS or IT, then you can go for masters. You should go for masters. But I won't say it's very hard requirement or a very necessary thing to do. I didn't do masters myself. But if you want, you can do that. It will be a good option for a job if you're getting good placements in that college. But I'll tell you that the degree is the only thing that we require. We don't care about anything else and how you do it. You just need that certificate. So you can do private programs, distance learning, anything doesn't matter. The second thing is projects. They are very important as a fresher, especially because you don't have any work experience. So you need to do something apart from your learning. So whatever you learned, whatever skills you gained, you should apply them somewhere to prove it. Like, that's the point. So you can apply your cybersecurity skills with any other domain like AI, cloud security, blockchain, Web3, include anything, combine them and create a good project with many project ideas that I can give you. And then you need to open source that because you need to show the employer, because they will demand and require your link that they can verify themselves because there are many false alarms out there. And I've already told you how you can do projects in cybersecurity. The Simplilearn internship from MPCI, from that advanced executive program, will give you 4 projects. That's all you need. That's all you need to put. So you can put that link in your resume along with your LinkedIn. That's equally important. And the next thing is certifications. And I'll tell you that if you do a certification, then you don't need to do a master's degree at all. It's not required. Do some good certifications because they teach you a skill in a particular niche in deep in a shorter time. So it won't take you 2 years. It will just take you 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or maximum 6 months if you are good enough. And there are many certifications right now in the market that you can choose. But for India, for an HR, I think CEH is the most basic certification that they look because they all know that. But skill-wise, CEH is not good. It's just a theory examination. For practical skills, for actual skill development, you should give OSCP because HR loves it. And also you'll get a better job with a better salary in a better company with OSCP because it's more skillful and more better than CEH holder. And also the problem is with OSCP is the price. That's why not many people take it. It's more costly. But if you want to be cheaper and gain some practical skills too, you can do e-learn certifications like EJPT, ECPPT or ECCPT. You can correct me. EWAPTX. Those are very practical and very good certifications. Not on the level of OSCP, very close to them, but still they are cheaper. So it's a good deal. There are more certifications that are more relevant in outside countries like Security Plus, Pentest Plus, CRTP. So that you can do that if you want to plan for some foreign countries or foreign jobs. So likewise, 2-3 certifications are more than enough. And now comes work experience, the internship. I've already told you how to get an internship. Just go to the Simplilearn program and you will get it. Just enroll there. So that's not a problem for you. But if you want extra internships, you'll go to the LinkedIn, create an account today. You'll need to be actively involved in LinkedIn and don't use any other social media more than LinkedIn because it's going to help you in your job search the most. So connect with people, do an internship at least 3 months or maybe 6 months. That will gain you a good experience on how work is done in an industry. And then even that company itself can give you a job offer called PPO and you can join with a good package or a salary. So now your resume is strong enough, you can actively look for jobs, and that too, it will be the same in LinkedIn. So you need to build as much connections as possible with good people working in a good company in your desired cybersecurity domain. Connect with HRs and approach them talk to them personally, share your resume, be professional, be polite, be kind, and make sure that you reveal a sense of passion inside you. And building a good network in LinkedIn helps a lot. You will get a lot of referrals if possible. If you don't know what referral is you can just get into a company with the trust of another person that's already working in that company. And getting a referral makes your job hunt much easier. You'll land a job much easier because you'll get interviews. And even if you make some mistakes in your interviews, it will be a trust factor. They will be tolerable and they'll select you. And for a job hunt, I have seen people talking to me coming back saying that they are not getting a job. They've tried hard enough. But when I ask them how many companies you have applied on, they say only 5 or 10. That doesn't make sense. You need to apply at least 50 to 100 companies because the average revert rate is 10%. So if you apply in 50 companies, you will get reply from 5 of them. So that's the rate and keep that in mind. Try hard as you can. So when your resume is shortlisted, you'll have 3 to 4 technical rounds with a managerial round. These are the average figures. And if you are applying for an offensive job like a pen tester, you'll expect OWASP top 10 and code review questions definitely. And scenario based questions are very common in good companies today because they'll have to test you on a hypothetical situation, how you handle the situation, what is the decision making approach, and how you solve the problems in very stressful environment, how you can work under stress and don't even lose your composure and calm in those situations. So the technical skills are not enough. You need to have some soft skills like communication skills, listening skills, decision-making skills, and always have a growth mindset. I'll tell you one simple key to getting a job in cybersecurity is to understand the risk of your assets and learn how to contain them and adapt to the ever-evolving and changing threat landscape. Cybersecurity is an ever-evolving field. Its scope is not going to get declined anytime soon. It will just keep improving. So the only problem with people is that they don't learn consistently. So you need to learn consistently and be aware of all the technological updates around you and you should be good. I'll keep talking about the enormous scope of cybersecurity and all the lucrative job offers inside that. But I'll keep getting this one question and it's quite obvious. Why will you do a job? Apart from all the other reasons, there is one reason that stands first and that is money. And there is a lot of money in cybersecurity. Honestly, I'm not exaggerating, but many people won't believe me because they will expect lakhs of packages as a fresher. Everything takes time. And if you are consistent, if you have the right skill set, no one is stopping you from earning millions or even lakhs per month. So gear up for this video as I will be sharing the top 5 most popular job profiles in cybersecurity and what are their packages and salaries in India as well as abroad for freshers as well as experienced. So let's get started. First of all, this list is not in any order. These are the top 5 profiles that are trending right now and will only boom in the future. And also the figures I will tell you will be your fixed base pay. The concept of CTC involves a lot of stock holdings, other benefits in the number. So I'll be telling you just what you will get in your monthly paycheck excluding taxes. Number 1, penetration testers. These people are also called by the name of security analysts, security engineers based on the job profile and company. But to give you a clear idea, these people proactively identify threats and issues in an organization's critical infrastructure, both in their software and hardware products, to let the owner know and fix the issues appropriately. And they are immensely important to any IT dependent business and companies are slowly realizing their worth and increasing their pay. But getting hired as a fresher here, it's a bit tricky because this is a skill heavy job. To talk about salaries in India as a fresher, you can get 6 to 7 LPA in the starting. This will also include your training budget and other benefits. You can do any certification from a popular vendor such as Offensive Security, EC Council or SANS. And also you get chance to visit and attend offline conferences, namely Nullcon, B-Sides, OWASP, even DEFCON and Black Hat. If you get some experience of 2-3 years, your salary can jump to 12 to 15 LPA. But if you keep working for 5 or more years, your salary may even go up to 25 to 30 LPA. If I talk about foreign countries, when you get paid in dollars, your salary can be $100K per year when you start. And if you keep working for 5+ years of experience, your salary can go to 160 to 180K per year. These people are also called red teamers, by the way. Speaking of red teaming, these jobs are really very difficult because the people here are really not competent. And red teaming requires immense creativity and deep conceptual knowledge of the whole network stack. So learning pen testing is not very easy. But I can make you skillful enough with a guided course that can even give you a professional certificate from IIT Kanpur. I'm talking about Simplilearn's professional certificate program in cybersecurity, red teaming, in which you will be taught by expert faculties from IIT Kanpur. This program is an online boot camp which runs for 6 months, in which you will be taught by industry experts how to identify and analyze threats at scale and how to create strategies to secure systems through hands-on training in real-world cases. You will also get a chance to attend live sessions in latest AI trends and also generative AI and LLMs. This will teach you the most popular red teaming tools used and also help you to develop a hacker's mindset, and also you can manage threats and overall security posture of an organization. At the end, you will be getting 3 industry projects where you will do real-world vulnerability assessments on real-world targets, and which will help you to showcase your skill set to your future employers. And also, not to forget, you will get a professional certificate from IIT Kanpur as well. Simplilearn also provides you job assistance so that you can land your dream job. The hiring network is right in front of you. Some big names you already thought of. So to be eligible for this program, you should have at least 1 bachelor's degree in a tech field. You should have basics of programming and cybersecurity skills, and not required, but if you have 1 or 2 years of professional work experience, that will be better. Application is really very simple. Just go to the description, click on the link, review all the program details, click on apply now, and then it will ask you some details, fill all the details required, and just submit and wait for the revert back. And believe me, there are not many good programs that will teach you so much in so less, so don't think twice, just get started. Number 2, security analyst. These are the blue teamers. They are also called by the name SOC analyst, cybersecurity analyst, forensic analyst. And these people are constantly watching out for real-time threats so that they can alert and prevent them from causing any harm. And they are the first line of defense of any InfoSec department. And this is the reason why they are required in any InfoSec department. Even when they don't have proactive pen testers, they will definitely have blue teamers because they are the first one to be hired. They are defensive in nature. If I talk about salaries, in India as a fresher, you can get 5 to 7 LPA. For 2 to 3 years of experience, you can get 10 to 15 LPA. And for 5+ years of experience, you can go up to 20 to 25 LPA. In US, these people are paid slightly less than the pen testers. They can start from 100K per year and they can go up to 150 to 170K in 5+ years of experience. Number 3, cybersecurity manager. They are in very high demand right now because organizations are investing huge money in security infrastructure because everyone knows how important is data today. Just like software development teams have project managers, we have security managers. So they decide the plan of action for IT issues and data breaches, and they create policies for secure functioning of IT assets. And they also onboard and manage security projects and delegate them to the team members rightfully and help maintain the overall security posture. And of course, you cannot be hired as a manager right away. You need to have at least 5 years of experience in a security domain, and then you can be starting as a manager. For starting, of course, the salaries are very high. In India, these people start from 15 to 20 LPA, and they can even go to 30 to 40 LPA if they keep working for 4 to 5 years, and some people will even touch 50 LPA. In US, they start from 110 to 120K per year. For more experience of about 5 years, they can go to 200K as well. Number 4, security auditor. It often gets overlooked by beginners because it doesn't appeal to them and doesn't fascinate them, but it is a very responsible job, and importantly, undoubtedly, it's very important in InfoSec department. We often need to comply to certain government regulatory policies when we deal with customer data or public data such as bank information, financial information, PII or health information. So we need to comply and follow certain standards. So all the infrastructure is regularly audited by these teams for compliance, and they are also responsible for identification of risk and issues. They are also called risk managers, IT auditors or GRC. So they ultimately are responsible for managing risk and compliance. And of course, here as well, you cannot join as a fresher. You need a responsible experience. But in India, when you start, you can get 10 to 15 LPA, and then the growth is even better. So after 3 to 4 years, even you can go up to 25 to 30 LPA. In US, the median is 120 to 130K. And if you work for 3 to 4 years, you can even go up to 180K. Number 5, CISO, Chief Information Security Officer. He is the backbone of the whole InfoSec department. You are in charge of the InfoSec. You are responsible for managing everything and governing everything to protect the IT infrastructure, keeping it in compliance, and you manage all the security teams under you. So from auditing to budgeting to developing InfoSec policies to procurement, everything, it's a complete leadership role. It's an ultimate job where you will need to have at least 10 to 15 years of experience in security and also need to work as a manager for 5+ years in managing a security team. The salaries are immense, of course, if you land it. In India, when they start, they can easily get up to 30 to 40 LPA, and they can even go to 70 to 80 LPA if in some good companies, and also 5+ years. And in some top product based companies in India, they can even touch 100 LPA, that is 1 crore. And in US, it's even higher. It starts from 300 to 350K. And I'm not kidding, but some offers may even go up to 1 million USD per year when you get experience for up to 5 years. So these are the top 5 cybersecurity profiles you can apply now and enjoy great packages and benefits. But again, I'm not raising you to cloud 9. These packages are really very subjective. They will depend on a lot of factors, including company, its size and location. I'm taking top MNCs as the reference. Number 2, your education level. Number 3, job roles and objectives. Number 4, market condition. It's not good right now, of course, inflation and all. Number 5, your performance. So make sure you do your research before applying, and then you're good to go in your career. So I hope this video gave you a right idea about the benefits of a cybersecurity career and what domains to choose and how to proceed. So all the best for your career if you're planning for it. Cybersecurity is one of the most popular career options in IT industry, but landing a job in cybersecurity, it's not that easy. You need to build a very strong resume with very strong points, including education, degree, projects, and certifications. And certifications are among the most important criteria for any HR or a manager to select the rightful candidate for his most prestigious cybersecurity job in big companies that will show the right skills and expertise that you have in this field. So in this video, I'm going to talk about top 5 cybersecurity certifications and my picks in order for you to land a job in cybersecurity and kickstart your career in cybersecurity. So let's get started. We keep hearing this fact from many people in IT that cybersecurity is biggest market right now and it's only gonna boom. But how many people are getting supplied? Many people are getting supplied, but there is an imbalance between the supply and demand. Only because the supply that we are getting is not rightfully skilled. We get a lot of candidates, but are they actually skilled to what the industry wants? According to a trusted survey, there will be million job opportunities and openings by 2023 in India itself. But if you want to land a job and a good job, you need to be skilled to the core. And yeah, I know you might have this question that people ask me very often for learning, why do certifications? Why not degrees? Why not colleges? So the fact is that college learning is not many times, not very often at par with what industry demands. And there is a huge gap. You may not even be able to learn cybersecurity in your college studies. That's the truth. But in order to be good in this field, you need to be adaptive. You need to adapt at a pace that's not very often kept up in college degree programs. Syllabus don't very often change in these degree programs. While I do recommend people to get at least one bachelor's degree in CS or IT, but certifications are the best way to boost your resume and skills at the same time because they take very less time. They just focus on one important niche and go very deep into it. And they generally don't cost you as much as a degree. While degree can cost you in lakhs, maybe 10 or more. But a certification will not cost you more than a lakh or 2. And in a degree, you're taught many more things that you don't even need in your career that you want to pursue. But a certification will give you a path to follow in your future. So here are my picks for the top 5 certifications in cybersecurity that will give you a good position in top company and your dream job. So I'll try to list them in order of the experience level. So the very first certifications that you will and you should do is CEH, Certified Ethical Hacker. This is the most basic course that you can do that will build the very fundamentals of you understanding how attacks work, how to find issues in hacking a system. This is the bare minimum that everyone should do in order to get started, to get to know what this field looks like. So people new into this field and just want to start their career as a fresher, I think this is one of the best certifications to do. I know many people don't count it as worth because it's lacking very hands-on training on real world scenarios. But at the end of the day, it's a building block and it gives you a mark of a certified hacker. And still HRs in India look for this badge at the bare minimum in many cases. So you can be hired as a pen tester or a security analyst and then break the barrier of experience once and for all. And while you work, you can focus on your skill set and build and do more certifications in the future and just keep growing. I know it's difficult to manage skill development when you work full time. Even I face the same, and especially when you are doing it on your own in self-learning. Well, I know a program that can make you a certified ethical hacker while you study and guide you on your learning. I'm talking about Simplilearn's postgraduate program in cybersecurity that is backed by top expert study programs and faculty from MIT, Schwarzman College of Computing, and even EC Council. The program is an online boot camp that runs for 6 months where you will learn from industry experts how to design, build, and implement secure systems at scale in large-scale organizations. The course covers 20 of the most popular and important security domains and how to apply best practices in all of them. And it is also aligned with CompTIA Security Plus and will teach all the standards covered there. It will also teach you how to develop a hacker mindset, identify and manage threats, and also the overall security posture of large-scale organizations. At the end of the learning, you will get a capstone project where you will apply your industry skills and you will get a chance to showcase your expertise to future employers. You will also get access to EC Council's Learning Kit and CEH V12 iLabs access for 6 months along with an exam voucher which will make you a certified ethical hacker while you study. And you will also get a certificate from MIT Schwarzman College of Computing that is really valuable in your resume. So to be eligible for this program, you should have a bachelor's degree with 50% or more of grades, and you need not have any programming experience or any prior work experience. So the application for this program is really very simple. Just go to the link in the description, click on the link, review all the program details, click on apply now button on the page, fill all the required details asked from you, and just submit and wait for the revert back. And I know there are not many good programs out there that can offer you so much at the same time, so don't think, just go for it. The second cert is CompTIA Security Plus. I know CEH is very popular in India, but if you talk about all around the world, CompTIA has done really good job in establishing a foothold in this industry. This is also a basic certification made for beginners which will teach you how to secure networks, systems and applications. It's more on the security side rather than the offensive side. And it's greatly aligned to modern enterprise environment and in-demand topics that CEH in some way fails to cover, including cloud, mobile and IoT. It also covers governance, risk and compliance. But yeah, many people will think that we still require practical certifications, but this is also a theoretical certifications that will have 90 performance-based questions that are not straightforward, that will check your concept overall what you have learned, but still is theoretical. But if you want to get a job in foreign, in US or in UK, or anywhere around the world, it's one of the most recognized certifications out there. You can be hired as a security engineer, cloud engineer, IT auditor with a very competitive package. The third one is GSEC or GIAC Certified Security Engineer. Those who are already working in corporate world may already know that SANS is one of the top and one of the best trainers in the world out there. And I've personally done GPEN and I know that the knowledge that you get there is nowhere else. The top experts from each field come out and teach. And of course that comes with a cost. GSEC is one of the best selling certifications GIAC has to offer. It will teach you active defense techniques, network security, cloud security, incident response, forensics. So it is one of the best certifications for blue teaming. And the salary hike here is real. I can tell you from my personal experience, if your base is low, you can easily get a 50% hike. If your base is high, then you can easily get 30-40% hike. But the catch here is, I think not many individuals can afford this because the cost is really very high. It can even go to 7 to 8 lakhs for a single training and certification. So you can only do that if your employer sponsors you. So if your employer has a good bank balance and is good enough, you will want to do SANS training again and again and again. Fourth one is CISA or Certified Information Security Auditor. Risk and compliance are a very crucial aspect of cybersecurity in today's world, especially if you are working in an organization that deals with sensitive customer data like health, finance, and government agencies. So ISACA comes up with this credential that will focus on how to assess security vulnerabilities, how to report and identify risk, and manage compliance according to various standards based on the customer data in the department, industry they are in. You must have heard about some data standards like PCI DSS, ISO or HIPAA. They all come around this, and this is one of the best certifications that you can do for a governance, risk and compliance job, or a GRC or an auditor, risk manager or a cyber audit manager. And the truth is, cyber auditors are more respected than pen testers because they are more wise in decision making and they have a good grip and understanding of how to assess business risk. But this certification requires some prior experience in IT assurance. So if you want to switch into auditing, then you can definitely take this. The fifth one is CISSP or CISP or Certified Information System Security Professional. And this is no doubt one of the best, or maybe the best, the most prestigious certification in all of InfoSec, earning which you will be able to run complex security programs and manage them, just what CISOs and managers and directors do. You will be capable of running a complete cybersecurity program, right from design, analysis, implementation, and managing a complete InfoSec departments that just not includes technical expertise but also management expertise, because that's what you learn here. And I can tell you the salaries here are way more than what we desire. Seriously, it is meant for experienced professionals with at least 5 years of professional work experience in InfoSec and have a bachelor's degree. But here, if I talk about salaries, they can easily go to 50 LPA and even beyond 50 L for a CISO. And you can even work as a security consultant for world's top organizations with a package only above competition. So these are my top picks for cybersecurity certifications in 2023 that you can do in order to get started in a cybersecurity career or even get eventually good and experienced and switch over to different fields if you are experienced. So I hope you like this video and you got something valuable to learn from this. And don't forget to enroll into Simplilearn's postgraduate program in cybersecurity that will give you industry guidance, skills, and also certifications at the same time. And do share this video with somebody that you feel might be benefited from this, just like you did. So that's all in this video from my side. I hope to see you again. Till then, keep learning and goodbye.
Staying ahead in your career requires continuous learning and upskilling. Whether you're a student aiming to learn today's top skills or a working professional looking to advance your career, we've got you covered. Explore our impressive catalog of certification programs in cutting-edge domains, including data science, cloud computing, cybersecurity, AI, machine learning, or digital marketing. Our programs, and set yourself on the path to career success. Click the link in the description to know more.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.